How I feel? Blessed. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rockin' it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she poppin' it, the shawty is a winner. You can tell that shawty's low beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about why I want Bobby Slowik as the Washington Commanders' next head coach. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We want to roll to 7,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you can help me get there as soon as possible. Also, subscribe to Juan Gotti TV, as that link is down below in the description. 2 days away from me embarking on my new journey. I love each and every one of y'all, and you already know y'all gonna be on this journey with me of these next 4 years of my life. Man, this channel not going nowhere. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all make that clear. All right, I'm not going nowhere. This channel will still be making videos, and we still gonna be talking about ball. But it's just about me leveling up in life and becoming a grown man. That's all, y'all. I ain't deleting the channel or nothing. Let's go ahead and get to it. So, a lot of people are curious as to why I want Bobby Slowik, because I know Ben Johnson is the name that everybody wants and everybody keep throwing around. And I don't want to make this video for y'all to think that I don't want Ben Johnson. I'm totally fine with him. It's just, again, preferences that we all have. We have certain players that we want and certain coaches that we want. And Bobby Slowik happens to be the guy that I want. Once I found out that he was on the coaching staff in 2013, that was kind of a big seller for me. And I know. 2013 was not a good year. I don't know why we keep, but it's just the fact that it could be a full circle moment because he's only 36 years old. So, and that was 10 years ago. So I assume at 26 years old, I assume that was where he got his start. So it could be a full circle moment. But the success that Bobby Slowik has had in a short period of time, it's been remarkable. This year, him and CJ Stroud created something magnificent there in Houston. He and CJ Stroud led the Texans to the playoffs. They play the Browns today, and I'm actually pulling for them. I think that they'll win. You know what I'm saying? But again, there's a part of me that kind of wants them to lose, so we could go ahead and have Bobby Slowik lined up for an interview. I know you can't interview to like the 22nd, but you know what I'm saying? I still want that to be the case. So I personally think Bobby Slowik would be a good fit. He fits the day and age that I want. I don't want no old Joe Schmo. He's 36 years old. He has a lot of energy. He's creative, and he has a lot of weaponry at his hands and his disposal. He has a good tight end in Houston and Dalton Schultz, something that we don't have. So maybe that's something that he can potentially bring over. I think Dalton Schultz signed a 1-year deal if I can remember correctly. So maybe Bobby Slowik coming to Washington, he brings Dalton Schultz with him. Maybe that could be a potential, right? There are some other guys that also contributed to their success, like a Tank Dell, like a Nico Collins, Noah Brown, like that offense, and obviously the counterpart of CJ Stroud. Now, one thing you have to think about is Bobby Slowik able to just coach with any kind of quarterback, or does he have a specific quarterback that he's looking for? I believe CJ Stroud is between 6'2" and 6'4", and he's a much bigger quarterback. So could that be something that Bobby Slowik comes to Washington and actually won? Right? I know a lot of people are on Caleb Williams' train, but what if we get Bobby Slowik and he wants Jaden Daniels, who's 6'4", or Drake May, who's 6'4", right? There's also this slim chance that he doesn't care about that, and maybe he rolled with Sam Howell. Maybe he's seen what Sam Howell was capable of doing the first 4 weeks of the year. But again, I highly doubt that's the case. Bobby Slowik, let's read some of his statistics. All right, so Bobby Slowik led the top 5 offense in 2023. Helped develop a rookie quarterback. Another thing that I'm just excited about. Shanahan coaching tree. Defensive minded coaching background, which is also interesting. So he's a son of a coach that had 40 years of experience, and he spent 3 years as an analyst at PFF. So Bobby Slowik has a ton of experience. I know he doesn't have a ton of experience of calling, being an offensive coordinator. A lot of people, that's what they want to bang home, is he doesn't have no experience. He's only have 1 year. I understand that, but how else do you expect him to get the experience? You know, maybe you're right. Maybe next year is the year that he should come out and be the head coach. But I think if this is the guy that strikes you away, you got to get your guy strike while the iron's hot again. This is why I continue to say, where did Mike McDaniel come from? Like who, unless you were following that thing closely, expected Mike McDaniel to become the Dolphins head coach? Like in my opinion, Nick Sirianni came out of nowhere. Before I saw that he got hired by the Eagles, like who is Nick Sirianni? You know, so again, these guys that just come out of nowhere, Bobby Slowik would be similar because he doesn't have that much experience. You know what I'm saying? So again, just because they don't have that or have the resume that you desire doesn't necessarily mean that they can't be good at their job. Again, a big seller for me is help develop a rookie quarterback. We're going to potentially be getting a rookie quarterback. So, therefore, he's already done it with CJ Stroud. I'm pretty sure he can do it again here. You look at their offense. For me, it seems like a lot of medium to kind of deep plays that they run, and that is a little bit concerning. But I'm assuming maybe it's just because they have like pretty much a lot of fast guys in their offense, and they do have plays where the run game isn't the best. You know, and I don't know if that's just Houston, you know, not having the best kind of run game. Even though I like Devin Singletary, and their offensive line is much better than what it was last year. Remember when we played them, King Green was getting absolutely worked. But that being said, a lot of people can adjust. You know, so again, just because it's his first year in Houston and a lot of the mistakes that he has made in Houston, he can correct. You know, but now that I'm thinking about it live on spot, I like Bobby Slowik, but I do think that could be a culprit as to why he doesn't get this job. Is because he's competing with a guy like Ben Johnson, who has been in Detroit for some time now, and I believe he's a Washington Commanders fan. Not that that really means anything, but I'm just throwing that out there. And he worked with Sam Howell at the Senior Bowl, so that's why Ben Johnson's the favorite. And I'm gonna make a video on why I would like Ben Johnson too after this. Maybe do one on Mike Macdonald too, because those are like the top three that I see in my eyes. I really don't care for no one else. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about Bobby Slowik. I think he's a young, innovative mind. I liked how he's able to develop a young quarterback. I like how he's able to run a successful offense, and it's a creative mixture. You know what I'm saying? A lot. I mean, like I said, a lot of it, but it could be also due to just CJ Stroud taking a lot of chances and just his arm talent in general. Like, I mean, rolling out to his left, firing like 50 yards down the field, finding I want to say it was Nico Collins on the sideline. Like, a lot of that is undesigned too. So maybe his play design isn't necessarily like deep shots or anything like that. It's just maybe because CJ Stroud is just that good already. So again, we'll get a good look at what we want out of Bobby Slowik today. All right, if Bobby Slowik goes out there, and this is a good test for them. They're playing the Browns. This is one of the best, if not the best, defenses in football. So Bobby Slowik go out there and they find a way to move the ball and actually be successful. I don't care if they win or not, because the Browns offense with Joe Flacco seems to be rejuvenated. So their offense could very well play well and their defense let them down. So I really don't care what that final outcome of the game per se is. I'm more worried about the performance of Bobby Slowik and CJ Stroud, because that's gonna either back up my point that I'm trying to make, or people gonna come on here and roast me and say Bobby Slowik is trash. But nah, I'm fully confident in what my stance is about Bobby. But let me know how y'all feel about Bobby Slowik down below in the comment section. Is this somebody that you're interested in, or you're not at all? If there's not a guy that I mentioned in Bobby Slowik, Ben Johnson, or Mike Macdonald, that doesn't interest you, who does? And I'll potentially do some research, look them up, and do some homework on. I'm not talking about Jim Harbaugh, not talking about Bill Belichick, I'm not talking about none of the older guys, because I personally don't care for them. You could, and that could be who you want, but I think Jim Harbaugh is going to be going to the West Coast. But with that being said, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. Love each and every one of y'all. See y'all later. I'm out. Peace.